Okay, guys, my camera stopped recording. So, let me go ahead. Divine, I ask for the next oracle to come through. Thank you. Messages and the numbers. Synchronicity. When you unlock and unleash your divine sacred power, gifts and abilities, when you tap into, when you follow in alignment with your highest path and purpose, your self-mastery, all of that, you synchronize, you align, okay, and things start turning on, things start reactivating itself again. And that's followed by, in the fourth place, messages and the numbers, synchronicity. Could not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly numbers. You could be seeing a synchronicity of things that you know resonate for you. You could be seeing a particular business all the time that you know you may need to invest in, or start, or a venture or a project. It could be anything. It actually could also be numbers, just as this appears to be. Messages and the numbers, okay? Synchronicities of all kinds. You know, you guys could be seeing constantly the divine trying to communicate with you, trying to activate that divine sacred multidimensionalism within you, and some of you guys are not noticing it or realizing it. For some of you guys, because you have tapped in and unlocked and unleashed your higher form of self, and you're aligning with that now, okay, you're seeing more synchronicity. The shit is starting to appear a little bit too close to comfort, a little bit too weird sometimes, a little bit too ooh, you know what I mean? I didn't know it was like this. You know, some of you guys are having ascension symptoms or awakening symptoms. Some of you guys could be feeling things within your body that's really weird, you know, all of a sudden, and you could be a fairly healthy person. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta take this phone call. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about the break in the video. Had to take that phone call, but yes, as you are falling into alignment, falling, that's not such a bad way to use it right now, but as you are aligning with your highest path and purpose and higher form of self through divine love and guidance and grace, you experience more synchronicity, more alignment, more communication from the divine, more encouragement, more secret messages, more secret subtle things that most people fail to see every single day. The beauty of what is so present within this reality and this earth realm that, you know, they love to cover up, that they love to sort of like muffle underneath their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're able to see the magic and everything again. You're able to see the divinity. You're capable of seeing the beauty of all that is, okay? And be in alignment with those messages. See, this is communication of which only you can understand and only you can catch on to. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this will go over most people's heads that are spiritually numb, spiritually blocked, spiritually cut off in some way, shape, or form, okay? That are not where you are, that are not awakened, okay? That are not conscious of themselves and their reality and their connection to the divine. You know what I'm saying? But this is encouragement in knowing, as you go through the process, the strained, tough process of that dark night of the soul, you know what I'm saying, of you really truly purging the lower forms of yourself and keeping the best parts of the lower forms of yourself, because it's not you completely purging yourself completely, you know what I'm saying, because we all have our ways, but this is more so dealing with yourself and dealing with the lower parts of yourself in a more healthy and a more appropriate and a more healing way and form, okay? It's sort of like you're finding a better way to deal with your issues, finding a better way to deal with your heaviness, finding a better way to deal with your negativity, instead of just allowing it to overtake you. And because you're not going to be able to 100% release it and let it go. And what I mean by that, we all are imperfect. We all have our ways. We all have our imperfections. But this is more so you make the best parts of you, the most strongest and most important parts of you. And, you know, your little ways sometimes be your little ways, but they're not the end all to be all. They're not they're not destroying your life anymore. They're not causing destruction to your life, to your advances, to your goals, to your dreams, to your relationships, to the relationship with yourself, the relationship with God, all of that. You know what I mean? It's no longer in the powerful position to where it can destroy things, but you're more so in control of it, and you're moderately taking care of business as far as yourself is concerned. That's shadow work. You know what I mean? And that's opening up a whole new reality within yourself. That's opening up and restoring and reconnecting you to your multidimensionalism. And I apologize, guys, if it seemed like I'm saying this over again, but I was on the phone for a minute, so I'm not sure, if I missed it or not. But what came out in the first place is eternal immortality. No matter where you are, no matter where you go, no matter how many life cycles you live or you lead, no matter how many forms, it doesn't matter in whichever how many forms you decide to reincarnate back in this earth realm, okay? You're always blessed, you're always loved, you're always protected, you're always guided, you're always supported, and you're always assisted through divine love and guidance and grace, okay? You are immortal, you are eternal, okay, in God's eyes, in divine's guidance eyes overall, okay? All right. Divine, I asked for the last oracle to come through. Okay, I got two. This one flew over here. Power of the Divine Masculine. I love this. I love this oracle. Okay. Power of the Divine Masculine. Like I said, you're not allowing the lower forms of yourself to be a destruction or to be like a destroyer of your relationships, your inner relationship, your higher, more divine inner connections. Okay. You're more so tolerating it and healing it and correcting it appropriately, so that it's not leading your life, but you're leading it on your own, because you're making the conscious choice to approach it from a higher place, a more divine state of being. That's what this is, okay? Power of the Divine Masculine. If any of you know, if you can picture, even if it's you as a male that's watching this right now, male or female, this is not gender specific. But anytime you come across a powerful divine masculine, they're very decisive. You can sense it in the energy. You can tell when they step up in a room. You can tell in how they talk and how they walk. I'm not talking about these flashy guys that be around all the time and just want to be fucking seen all the time and want to be heard all the time. I'm not talking about that lower level basic ass fucking energy. I'm talking about a divine masculine that is so sure of himself, so sure of his power, his purpose, and his masculinity. He's so sure of himself that he's not worried. He ain't got to raise his voice. He ain't got to be the loudest man in the room. He doesn't have to be the flashiest dude in the room, because he already know who he is. He already knows what he's come to do, and he's here to execute that and do that and complete that and be done. You know what I'm saying? That is divine masculinity, okay? In a short way that I can say it. You know what I'm saying? He's powerful, he's strategic, he's implementative. I'm not sure if that's the word, but that's what I'm getting. He's implementative. He implements things in the correct way. He implements things in the correct way. He's very structured. He's very scientific in a way. You know what I'm saying? He understands, if I do this, I do this, I do this, I do that. You know, he carries that out. He's very strategic, very calculating. Not from a cold place, but more so from a divine state of being. He's here to complete and serve his mission, to execute his purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of energy that you embrace. That's the type of energy that you end up carrying, be it whether you're male or female, okay? Because I have masculine energy. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy, but it's like when you're able to balance both of them, this is how you look. When you step up in a room, a lot of times you don't even have to say shit, and you could just walk up in there and folks just turn around and look at you. Not to say that you're like the greatest person in the world, but you carry a divinity, okay, that most people can't read but can feel and sense. A lot of people don't have a name for it. A lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't even know how to name it, how to call it, how to define it, because it really doesn't have a definition. You just know when you feel it, when you sense it. That's the special person right there. That's a person that's in alignment with themselves. That's a person that's on their purpose, on their path, on their way through divinity. You know what I mean? That's what that is. Okay, this is sort of like, you're gifted the power, you're gifted the opportunity to be absolutely immortal, because you're choosing, or you're encouraged to choose, to heal and to break free from all toxicity, to clean up and to fix and correct all imbalances and all shadows and unleveled structures within you. That's what I'm hearing. Unleveled structures, okay? Excuse me. And that's opening up a pathway for you. That's opening up a doorway for you. That's opening up a way for you to be more free, more multidimensional. As you see this divine masculine right here, he's doing so much, but he's so tapped in. He's really tapped in. Okay, at the very bottom, you see these molecular structures. Okay, these atoms and these neutrons and electrons. Like I said, he's scientific. You know what I'm saying? He's very thoughtful. He thinks a lot. He's structured. He executes his mission and he leaves. He does what he needs to do. You know what I mean? He isn't about entertaining the lesser valued things. He isn't about entertaining lesser valued people. Not to say that people don't matter, certain people don't matter, but he doesn't put himself in a position where he's around certain individuals that he don't need to be around. He's not engaging himself in certain things that he don't need to. He's not allowing certain shit to be in his energy that's not appropriate. You know what I'm saying? He's focused. He's aware. He's certain of himself. He's certain of God's guidance for his life. He's certain of his past. He's certain of his path and his purpose. Okay? And as you see, he has his eyes closed and he has his hands like this, almost like a maestro. Okay? And he's actually laying on his back right now at the very top. And he has his arms like this. You know, and that's sort of like symbolizing he meditates as well. He knows how to ground, center, and balance, but he also knows how to carry out action through thought, effort, action, and intention. Okay. All right, and this one, oh, I got two. Yeah. So hang in there, y'all. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Hang in there, because what comes out in the last place is 6 rare devotion. Okay. Alchemical mutation falls in the 6th place. Okay, so this is a part of Dark Night of the Soul. This is a part of past life activation. This is the part of that synchronicity of messages in the numbers. This is all about growth and development. This is all about understanding who you are. And I know it's sort of cliche. You hear that all the time. I say that all the time, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know, it is a growth and development process. It's you understanding how you need to be from a divine place, from a divine state. It's you realizing I'm not a 3D person. I'm not a dense form, a dense mass with an eyes. I'm multidimensional. I'm so far beyond this body. I'm so far beyond this reality, and that's what I have to understand. That's the energy, that's the effort, and that's the magic, and that's the divinity, and that's the power that I have to tap into. That's what they want you to tap into. That's what they want you to, that's where they're trying to get you to, so that you can understand and grow in that and empower yourself in that and see the world from a whole different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we, like I said, we can get so caught up in the world of illusion and the art of illusion that we sometimes lose sight of the true, pure, divine truth of what really is and what has been. And what has been is, this isn't all that there is, and there's way more to existence and life and reality than we can ever fathom. And that's what they're trying to get you to understand, and that's what you're encouraged to understand if you are not already if you're not already in this process doing so. Okay, amicable. Hold on, y'all. Alchemical. I don't know why the fuck that was so hard for me to say. Alchemical mutation. Okay, this is growth, development process, structuring, restructuring yourself, restructuring your life, restructuring your energy, your path, your purpose, changing the course of your life. Okay, because you want better, you want more, and you know, tending to this flower. He's tending to this flower at the very bottom, but eventually he grows wings to where he don't even have to walk no more. God put him in a position to actually take flight and fly. You know, something that most people are not willing to take the time out to do. You know what I'm saying? But you're encouraged to do so. This will bring so much value to your life. This will bring so much value to your existence, to your world, to your reality, to everything around you. This will absolutely change your world, including those that are, those that have been, and those that will be. Okay?